So we've known each other for quite a few years now, and I think it's time to take it to the next level by inviting you to somewhere your mother has been many, many times. And what I'm talking about is my home. Not my house, because the price of houses in the greater Boston area too damn high. This house was built in the 1600s. My office resembles that. And this is it. Like Harry Potter, I do all my work inside a 10-foot by 6-foot office. Come see what I'm talking about. What the give me a minute. Sorry about that. I didn't know the party was still going. The Hugo's party hard. A little too hard. But this video is going to be an introduction into my man cave. I'm going to show you all the devices I own and all the hardware I use personally that's built the channel and provided you with all the sustenance you need to enjoy my videos. Now this room is tiny. Tiny. I'm a tiny man with a very short wingspan, and I can almost touch both walls. But I make the best of it. Now, you go on YouTube and you think all these tech YouTubers have amazing houses and tech rooms that are crazy and all the most expensive stuff. Well, think of this as MTV Cribs, and I am Redman, because this is how I actually live. As you can see, we have leaks in the roof, leaks in my brain, but I don't mind it because I don't pay too much in rent. And the last thing you want to do is invest in someone else's property. So the first thing we're going to address is, of course, my PC. The one that you guys are always talking about, asking me questions about, the one you probably saw me install a 4090 in, and you thought it was a joke. But it's reality. I neglect all my stuff, including myself. I neglect myself the worst. What the well, this is my webcam. We'll start with my webcam. This is my webcam. It's an iPhone 13 mini. It's supposed to go right here. It's on some adhesive strips, but it's 96 degrees in this room right now. Literally 96 degrees because we're in a heat wave and we don't have AC in here, and the window, it can't hold an AC. Now, why do I use an iPhone 13 as a webcam? Well, because it has 4K quality and it's a good webcam. It makes for a great webcam. I take my camera seriously in all my things, but especially my cars.
Because the Redtiger F17 Elite is here, and it's about to make every other dash cam look like blurry security footage from a haunted house. Feast your eyes on the world's first dash cam with full color in-cabin video. It makes your back seat look like it's ready for its own Netflix docu-series on the secret lives of forgotten snacks. And right now, Redtiger is doing a big anniversary blowout, so if you've been waiting to upgrade that sad, laggy, grayscale relic strapped to your windshield, this is your moment. The specs are impressive. We've got a triple cam setup, 4K in the front, because why wouldn't you want to capture every glorious pothole, 1080p inside, to finally identify the source of that mysterious smell, and 2.5K in the rear, to settle debates about who really cut who off. Powered by Sony Starviz 2 chips, so you can actually read license plates instead of guessing if that was a Subaru or a spaceship. And the HDR, it's like sunglasses for your dash cam. Bright sun, blinding headlights, whatever. Even with my pitted windshield, this thing balances light better than my therapist balances my questionable life choices. Need to grab footage fast? This bad boy's got 30 megabyte per second Wi-Fi transfer speeds. That's 10 times faster than your dusty old 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi cam. You can offload videos before your coffee even gets cold. Touchscreen? Smooth. You can preview, playback, and switch between single and triple screen views with one finger. Wife in the passenger seat? She can check on the kids or the dog in the back with one click. It even works in total darkness. The night vision algorithm uses blacklight tech for crystal clear, full color parking footage. Plus, it supports up to 512 gigabyte TF card storage, and they include a 120 gigabyte card right in the box. That's 3 camera recording for almost 4 hours. Oh, and if you lend your car out to friends or that one cousin, don't worry, this thing's got 24-hour full range monitoring. You'll know exactly who's been eating fries in your back seat. If you drive, you want this. So hit the links in the description for the anniversary sale. I don't know how long it'll last, but your old dash cam is already out of time.
Now I know the things that you guys want to see most are my personal PC. The computer that built it all. This is my PC. Yes, it's disgusting. So my PC has a 5800X, that's an AMD Ryzen 5800X. I use a Thermalright Peerless Assassin cooler. It's an air cooler. It's a bit Gucci, I definitely need to clean it. And it's a wide open case. I don't have the side panel. The side panel is somewhere buried. For airflow, I have a PVC pipe with a fan attached to it. I'm not joking. This is what I actually use. And I have to keep it open with a USB cord wedged in between. I also have a 12 terabyte HDD and, of course, the star of the show, RTX 4090 that desperately needs to be cleaned. Yeah, the airflow is a little rough in this one. 1000-watt PSU, which, yes, it's on the carpet. I'm sure this thing is disgusting. I also have a 16 terabyte SSD being held up by a mouse that's made by a company that calls themselves Milk backwards. Listen, it was cheap, don't ask questions, this is very old. So the SSD is held up by Klim, and I have a USB-C card back here, and I have 64 gigabytes of RAM back there, Neo Z Trident, something like that, G-Skill. Now I know that may shock you, how disgusting and terribly set up this computer is, but I'm proving a point here. And that point is that this computer has never given me a single problem. The only problem I had was caused by me, and it was caused by liquid metal. It pitted the CPU. Long story. But this computer, in this condition, has never given me a problem. My temperatures, completely fine. They've always been good. And look at this. That's what I want to drive home. Because a lot of tech creators, a lot of creators in general will say, you know, if you miss a screw, your computer's gonna blow up, it's gonna explode. Computers are designed to be abused. Clearly. I'm not saying you should abuse it. I'm just saying, don't be ashamed if your computer isn't perfect according to YouTube standards. Because you see the work I do. When I'm working on other people's stuff, I make sure to do a good job. When I'm working on my own stuff, I cut corners like crazy because I don't care about my own stuff. I don't care, and there'll be a big debate about that. How do you expect people to want your services when this is how you treat your own stuff? And again, we come back to that famous quote, which is, a cobbler's kids go barefoot, a carpenter's house is never finished, and a farmer's kids always go hungry. That farmer sounds like a piece of shit, right? That farmer's a dickhead, starving his kids. But this is my actual machine, and I just want to show you, I built an entire career off of this machine. I built this empire off of this machine in this condition. So take that for what you will. But let's continue. On top, I have a random 860 Cuvo SATA drive. I don't know where that even goes. There's my Windows key. Definitely gotta blur that out. My Sony 1000 MX4s. I think this is one MX4s. These are good headphones. I have my Blue Yeti. This is the reason my voice sounds so different compared to this guy. For a monitor, I have a LG. It's a 27-inch 4K monitor. What is it? A 27GN something or other. I forget what it is, but it's a great monitor. I think it's 144 hertz, 4K, OLED, beautiful. Next to it, random ViewSonic. I don't even know what model this is. I dug that out of the trash, I'm sure. The only thing I do care about, though, are my speakers, because I'm an audiophile. So I have Klipsch speakers. It's a 2.1, the subwoofer is down there. I have a Polk speaker. You're wondering, what the hell is this Polk speaker doing here? Why is it there? And I'll tell you why in a second. Now the Polk speaker, how do you say Polk? Polk, is the L silent? So the Polk speaker is a part of the greater sound system in this office. Again, the only thing I actually care about is sound, because I love my music and I love to enjoy it in full clarity. And this office actually makes for a fantastic studio. Unfortunate news for my neighbors. My neighbors are very cool though, so you know who you are. So I have a 7.1 inch surround sound system. That's 7 channels, 7.1 channels. A lot of speakers in this tiny office. It's powered by a Sony receiver. I'll show you in a second. This is a lamp that I stole from downstairs in the living room because this was too dark to film. Oh, I didn't even go over the lighting. Let's hold off on the sound system now. The lighting is a studio light that I wrapped around a hook that was already there. What is that hook screwed into? It's definitely not a stud. That hook is screwed into drywall. That's because these fluorescent lights don't work. I need to replace these fluorescent lights with LEDs. But for now, I have this fancy studio light. And if you're wondering, why are there rags stuffed in your wall? Well, the answer is because that is a trap door from the 1600s. I am not shitting you. That is a trap door from the 1600s that has massive gaps. I'm pretty sure there's creatures living in there. And by creatures, I mean your brother. I stole them. BC Boys plaque. A present from your mother. I seduced her with Brass Monkey the first time we met. Onto the TV. Oh, the sound paneling. You might wonder what this sound paneling is. This is cheap. Cheap. Don't buy this. I got scammed. You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. You see this stuff? This is the good stuff. This stuff actually works. And I have some sound paneling behind it, as you can see. But it's very expensive, and I am very cheap. So what I did, I bought this stuff off Amazon. You know the stuff that your things come wrapped in your cheap Amazon box and you just throw it out? This is that stuff, and I'm the fool that bought it, thinking it was gonna absorb sound, because this room is very echoey and very small, and again, I like my sound. Now, you might ask, how'd you mount that to the wall? Well, this is the thing. This doesn't stick to this. So I had to put some 3M double-sided tape onto a piece of paper and then staple the pad to the paper. But enough of the sound. Let's introduce my TV. And to even show you this, I have to move this chair. So this is where I wish I spent more time, but I haven't touched any of this stuff in probably 9 months, ever since I impregnated your mom. So right here, I kick back and relax. This is a 55-inch TV, and if you're wondering why I have such a huge TV in such a small office, well, it's the same reason I have such a huge package inside a small body. Oh wait, so I have a bunch of books. Yeah, that's right, I read. I pretend to read. All my books, my Pokemon cards, get out of my Pokemon cards. Those aren't worth anything, actually. It's unfortunate. Got my N64 controllers that go to USB, so I can play some Super Mario 64, my Gran Turismo 7, my lint brush, NVMe heatsink. I don't know how that got there. A CMOS battery, of course, because why don't you have a CMOS battery on your gaming station? About 6 inches worth of dust, because it's been so long since I've touched any of this. This is the receiver that powers everything. Let me just move this so you can get in here. This is a Sony STR DH790. It's a very good receiver. I used to have a fan plugged in the top here, but I think it fell behind there somewhere. So this powers the 7.1 sound system with this massive Polk subwoofer. On top, we have a PS3 and a PS4 that mated and created my PS5. Now, my PS5 is completely naked. Again, you know me, I don't care about cosmetics. The case is over here, chilling in a corner, never to be touched again. Behind, I have a skateboard, because I did used to skateboard, and now I can't, because these knees. I have to rearrange the room to show you the rest. I have my Twisted Metal, my Sweet Tooth. I also have my trophies. The Indians will love this one. I used to play cricket. I am American, and I used to play cricket. I was a leg spinner, and I have a few trophies, a few awards, back when I was younger, before I became enslaved by the constant grind of capitalism. Over here, you have, I gave up. These are all my extra audio pads. I threw in the towel, and that's what happened. The idea was to cover this whole room in audio insulation to make it better, but yeah, I gave up on that one. Another speaker. This is me. See the resemblance. Nonsense, I have my PS3 games down here. My Dio, I should put that in the Porsche because the Porsche has a CD player. Shout out to Dio, rest in peace, Ronnie James Dio. The very best of Rainbow. I got my Black Sabbath down here. And you might wonder, what the heck is this? What is this? This is my MacBook Pro. Yes, it has holes drilled into it. This is my 2012 MacBook Pro that I used for a million years. I only recently retired it as my iMessage machine. I had it plugged in, I would just TeamViewer in and use it for iMessages. I recently just retired it because I realized the battery was going to explode. It's like the 6th battery I've bought for this thing. Because I can't buy genuine batteries for computers, I've had to replace with aftermarket batteries every single time, and every single aftermarket battery has puffed up after like a year and a half or 2 years. It's unfortunate. You hate to see it. My Overwatch hat, believe it or not, I used to play video games. I have my Circus Circus Midway card. Shout out to Circus Circus, the last real good place in Vegas. I will not take any Circus Circus slander. Now, I'm not going to show you underneath because I haven't cleaned it. Oh, what the hell? There's a computer back here. Well, apparently I have, I am going to show you this. Oh, this is my old Plex machine. This is my old Plex machine. I just spit on it. That's been happening lately. G3, wow, it's a G3, so it's all messed up. Oh yeah, okay, so I got this, a customer abandoned this at my store because they tried to replace the battery and they like shorted out something or other. I should probably rob this. I don't know. What does this have? This 8th gen? Yeah, 8th gen i5, it's not that good. Probably a GTX like 10 something in here, I would guess. 1050, 1060, 1030. I know it's not that powerful, but I don't know, maybe I'll do a giveaway with this. US residents only. I'm sorry, I'm not shipping this thing to Madagascar. What else we have back here? Oh, we have a MacBook Air. Oh, MacBook Air with a keyboard. Look at that. That's an older MacBook Air. I'll probably refurbish that and also give that one away. What else is back here? Anybody want some Wendy's coupons? Some saucy nuggies?
Saucy nuggies?
All right, enough back there. It's too much going on back there. Here, I have a portrait of myself so I can look at myself every single day.
That you can purchase on SalemTechSperts.com.
And of course, I have the King of Pirates and Lewis Hamilton back in his Mercedes days. And a Porsche cup and Porsche napkins that I stole from the Porsche dealership. Along with my Gravistar keyboard. This keyboard is really nice. My wife loves it. A correctly sized hand. My Ferrari laptops, which you've seen in the videos. I have my Nintendo Switch dock. I have no idea where my Nintendo Switch is. It's probably under a bed somewhere. Check your house, please. I think I took it last time I was with your mother. And I have my cool little one-piece light. That's right. And then, of course, my Ugreen NAS. They are not paying me for this. This is genuinely a good NAS. And my Gamers Nexus little globe right here. Shout out to Gamers Nexus. I bought that off their store. You should support them, just like I did. Let's not, hey, get out of there. Stop it. We don't want to look at the wires. Here, I got the Ugreen dock. This is the Revo dock. This thing kicks ass. It's a Thunderbolt 5 dock. That thing's awesome. And then we have, don't you worry about that. This is my wife's station right here. This is my wife's desk. And she looks at her loves all day. Shout out to Crowbar Collective for the mug. As you might be able to see, I'm sweating my balls off. And that's because, again, we have no AC right here. And this is how I cool my office. It's not working so well. My 12,000 BTU AC is not doing so good. So this is the point where I'm gonna wrap it up. So with that said, I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, Don't worry, I'm okay. Happens all the time.